that's time management. We're going to use Stephen Covey's 4 quadrants. You want to go tonight?
Yeah.
And that's the secret of success. How do we do it? We start planning. So how do you reduce the time from, let's name them C1, 3 and 4? So the first thing you can do is start saying no to unimportant things or... Okay, no. Start saying no to unimportant things that distract you. Don't let yourself interrupt it so easily. That's how you reduce your time from C3. How to reduce the time from C4. Don't stop doing relaxing activities, just reduce the time of them. Instead of watching 2 episodes of Netflix tonight, you can just watch 1, and the rest of the time you can read a book. Grab an agenda, or a phone, or a computer, or anything you want to make a plan on. Out there's an app called Todoist, and that's a very cool app for, to-do lists. Some of you might think, Petru, I don't want a life to depend on a planner. I want to be free. The planner should be a tool. It wasn't meant for you to depend on it. It was meant to be something that would help you, make it easier, something that would actually make you free. Every week, try to spend 5 minutes, let's say on a Sunday night, and plan ahead your next week, or even plan your next day 5 minutes before going to bed. It's easy as that. Do you know the experiment with the big and small rock? Imagine the rocks are the tasks. Big rocks, big tasks. Small rocks, small tasks. So, and the bucket, we're gonna have a bucket which represents your time. So imagine putting first, doing the small task first. That means we're gonna put the small rocks in first, and then you're gonna start doing the big task, and you're gonna put the big rocks in the bucket. Then you're gonna realize that the bucket is more than full, and big tasks are left out. But what happens if you're gonna do the big tasks first? You're gonna put in the bucket the big rocks, and then you're gonna put the small rocks over them. What's gonna happen is all the small rocks are gonna go in between, and they're gonna fill up the space between the big rocks, and they're gonna barely fill up the bucket. So what's happening is, in the first case, when you first do the small, not so significant task, and after that you do the big task, the bucket time is too full. In the second case, when you first plan and do the big tasks, and between the big task and after them do the small tasks, and after them you realize you have plenty of time to do the rest of the small tasks. So what do you need to do? Step 1, define your big rocks. What are your most important things to do this week? Step 2, plan your big rocks. Step 3, plan your small rocks. Be flexible with your plan. It can always change, but write everything down you have to do. But now you might ask me, well Petru, how do I know which big task should I start with? Well, Brian Tracy uses the symbol of frog. So you need to start eating the ugliest frog you have, which basically means the biggest task you have, the one that has the biggest impact. So try to develop healthy habits like starting and finishing the most important jobs. Every morning when you wake up, instead of going on your phone and checking your notifications and messages, start working on your first, biggest, most important task, because that will give you energy for the rest of the day, and you will be left with lots of free time to do all the little tasks. But that's it for today. Till next time, stay tuned. My name is Petru, and you have a very lovely day.